You don't have a time problem. You don't even have a motivation problem. You have a focus problem, and it's slowly stealing your life. Every morning starts with good intentions. You set the alarm, you tell yourself tomorrow will be different. You'll wake up early, you'll work out, you'll finally start that project, you'll eat clean, you'll be disciplined. Then the alarm goes off, you hit snooze, just once. 40 minutes later, you're rushing. Your day already feels behind. By lunch, you've checked Instagram 5 times, maybe TikTok too. You tell yourself it's just a break. Somehow that break turns into an hour. Your brain feels foggy, heavy. You can't even remember what you were about to do. At night, you promise again. Tomorrow will be better. But tomorrow looks exactly like today. This is the focus crisis, and it's real. It's not dramatic, it's not loud, it doesn't look like failure. It looks normal. Everyone around you is distracted too. Everyone is tired. Everyone says they're busy, so it feels acceptable. But what's actually happening is deeper. Your brain is being trained to avoid discomfort. Every time you switch tasks the moment it gets boring, every time you scroll instead of sitting with silence, every time you avoid a hard conversation, every time you order fast food after promising to eat clean, you're reinforcing one identity. I escape when things get hard. That's the part nobody talks about. We think we lack motivation, but motivation isn't the issue. You felt motivated before, after watching a video, after reading a quote, after a bad breakup, after a wake-up call. And what happens? 2 weeks later, you quit. Not because you're incapable, because your focus collapses when discomfort shows up. The truth is uncomfortable. Your life is not falling apart because you're lazy. It's falling apart in small ways because you don't control your attention. And if you don't control your attention, you don't control your actions. If you don't control your actions, you don't control your identity. And if you don't control your identity, you don't control your future. That's not dramatic. That's cause and effect. On this channel, Discipline Wins. I believe discipline is not intensity, it's control, quiet control, daily control. If that's something you're serious about building, subscribe, not for hype, for reminders, for accountability, because this isn't about becoming extreme, it's about becoming stable. Let's get honest for a second. Think about the last time you said you'd start going to the gym. The first week felt powerful. You bought better food, you drank more water, you felt proud. Then work got stressful. You skipped one workout, then another. You told yourself you'd reset on Monday. Monday never came. Or maybe it's not fitness. Maybe it's that side project, the business idea, the course you bought. You were excited. For 2 weeks you were consistent. Then the progress slowed. It got boring, confusing, hard. You didn't quit loudly. You just stopped. This is how most dreams die, not with failure, with distraction. The world is designed to break your focus. Notifications, endless content, fast entertainment, everything is engineered to give you quick dopamine, quick relief. But deep work doesn't feel good at first. Discipline doesn't feel exciting. Growth feels slow. Repetition feels boring. And your brain hates boring. So you escape. I've done it too, more times than I want to admit. Promised myself I'd wake up early, hit snooze, said I'd read 20 pages, scrolled instead, avoided uncomfortable conversations because I didn't want tension. Then I'd sit at night feeling disappointed, not because I didn't know what to do, but because I didn't do what I knew. That gap between knowing and doing, that's the crisis. And here's the shift that changed things for me. Stop asking, how do I stay motivated? Start asking, who am I becoming when I choose this? When you hit snooze, you're not just sleeping in, you're practicing avoidance. When you scroll for an hour, you're practicing distraction. When you skip the workout, you're practicing quitting. Identity is built through repetition, not intention. Most people wait to feel disciplined before acting disciplined. That's backwards. You act disciplined first, repeatedly, especially when it feels inconvenient. That's how identity shifts. But here's where people misunderstand discipline. It's not about being intense for 30 days. It's not about waking up at 4 a.m. if you've been waking up at 8. It's not about cutting out all junk food overnight. That's ego. Real discipline is smaller, boring, consistent. It's waking up when the first alarm rings, even if it's just 20 minutes earlier than usual. It's putting your phone in another room for one focused hour. It's finishing one task before switching to another. It's going to the gym even when the workout is average. It's cooking one simple meal instead of ordering takeout. Not impressive, just controlled. Mental toughness isn't loud, it's quiet. It shows up when nobody claps, when nobody sees it, when you don't feel like it. And personal responsibility is the foundation. At some point, you have to stop blaming your phone, or your job, or your stress, or your childhood, or the algorithm. Yes, the world is distracting, but you still pick up the phone. You still open the app. You still order the food. You still avoid the hard talk. Ownership is power. The moment you say, "This is my fault," something changes, not in a shame way, in a control way. Because if it's your fault, it's also within your control. Try this. Tomorrow morning, when the alarm rings, notice the voice that says, "Just 5 more minutes." Don't argue with it, don't get emotional, just observe it. Then get up anyway. That one small act sends a message to your brain. I decide. Later, when you feel the urge to check your phone mid-task, pause for 10 seconds. Feel the discomfort, the restlessness, the itch. Stay with it. You're training focus like a muscle. It burns at first. Focus is not about forcing yourself into pain. It's about staying present long enough for discomfort to pass without escaping. And the crazy part? Once you build that muscle, everything improves. Work feels lighter, conversations feel deeper, workouts feel cleaner, even rest feels earned. You stop living in fragments. There's a quiet confidence that comes from keeping small promises to yourself, not posting about it, not announcing it, just doing it. Most people want a new life. Very few want new habits, but your life is your habits. If you can't control your attention for 30 minutes, how will you control your future for 30 years? That question hit me hard. It still does. Because the focus crisis isn't about productivity, it's about self-respect. Every broken promise chips away at how you see yourself. Every kept promise rebuilds it. You don't need to overhaul your life tonight. You don't need a dramatic reset. You need to pick one area where you've been inconsistent and tighten it. Just one. Wake up when you say you will, or train 3 times a week no matter what, or spend 1 focused hour daily on your craft. No negotiation, no drama. Consistency over intensity. In a year, that version of you will look very different, not because of hype, because of repetition. And here's the uncomfortable part. No one is coming to fix your focus. No new app, no new planner, no new video, not even this one. It's you, in the quiet moments, choosing again and again. The focus crisis is real, but so is your ability to take control of your attention. And attention shapes action. Action shapes identity. Identity shapes destiny. Slow down, get honest, tighten your habits, own your choices. Because discipline isn't a personality trait, it's a daily decision. And ownership is what shapes who you become.